Hello,
Everybody.
everybody.
I'm Bridget from Shift One Degree.
And I'm Dana from Big Dad Consulting, and today's topic is overthinking.
Part two. Doesn't matter if you didn't
Okay.
see part one.
There is a link in the post, so you can
Yeah,
also watch it after. We gave 4 tips back then, and now we're gonna give another 4 on how to manage it because we all, I think, seen in like
we do.
overthinking.
Stress, anxiety, insomnia, worry, all of that is generally from overthinking. So this is to
Yes.
give you some guidelines and some tips and some help.
Yes, and if you want to share with us how you deal with overthinking, so
Mm,
we're more than happy, like just to listen. We can also learn from each other. And yeah, and any comment, sharing, likes, we appreciate it.
we do,
So we're gonna start with the
absolutely.
first one.
So tip number one is setting a time frame. So what this means is you decide you want to do something, and it's like you're setting your goals. So when you set a
Mm-hmm.
goal, you go, okay, by the 30th of January, I would have done X, whatever that goal is. So it's setting a time frame because when you have a time frame, you're not getting into analysis and worry and stress and panic
You're
because you
actually
said it's
committed and you know
yeah,
where you want to get to. So it's very clear to you and it's very out there and you know
yeah.
exactly where you want to get to, and that's it. So there's not something to overthink about it.
Because you've got the planning in place. So
Exactly.
there's less overthinking. Overthinking generally is living in the past, living in the future, but not living in the present.
Yes, and we don't want to live in the past and not in the future.
We
We
don't.
live the moment because we never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
So that's tip number 1,
Number
right? Set a
two,
time frame. Number 2,
quieten your mind. So I've recently started, look, I've been on this for about nearly a year now, and it's really a struggle for me. I started with this whole meditation practice process, understanding, doing, and I find it unbelievably challenging. But that ties
I
in for
find it as
me
well because I'm like,
also.
I cannot be quiet. My mind is overthinking
So,
all the time, and I'm like, should
yeah.
I do this? Should I do this? If I've done this, what have I done? So that's part of my
Mm-hmm.
struggle with meditation. But I actually got a nice tip on my yoga. Then when I do meditation, because I really all the time think, and I forget like, so many things that I want to do, I just concentrate on my breathing. So
That's
I'm
the
just
best
counting my
thing.
breathing. So I'm like, let's say I'm counting like 1, 2, 3, 4 while I breathe and take it out in 4. And then I keep on doing it just to keep
But
my
there's
mind from
also,
not thinking.
yeah, and you can watch videos, you can get apps to help you with meditation. You don't have to do it, you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to go, okay, well, now I must do it for 20 minutes and sit there for 20 minutes and go, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? You can have help. And you can go to meditation centers. And it's just a really good way to stop overthinking.
I think so. In our first video, one of the guys wrote down as a comment that what he does to stop overthinking, he actually take a few deep breaths and then give himself a pep talk.
Yes.
So just find
Gentle though,
whatever,
kind.
yes.
You've always got to be kind to yourself.
So just find
Gentle
one
floor.
way to quieten your mind. So
Yeah.
for some it can be meditation, but not for everyone meditation is the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So find a way to even just do, I don't know. So I'll, for example, one of the things I do in order to do that, I'll just get up and I do some yoga exercises to stop my overthinking
Because then
and
you're
quiet my mind,
thinking,
and then I'm coming back.
and also if you're doing yoga, you're very much present to what it is you're doing. There's no time or space to overthink because you're busy thinking in what it is you're doing. So
It is. So that's why
that's
I
why
fell in
it's
love with
good.
yoga because I'm a person that overthink about everything. So for me, yoga, it's my time to focus on myself and nothing about anything else. And that's what I do. And I learn a lot of patience out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So find what's right for you, how you're going to quiet your mind. So if meditation, good. If it's doing some sport exercise, good. If it's even just to do a break during the day and just watch even one TV series, just to stop the
Yeah,
overthinking, like whatever works for you, but find a way to quieten your mind.
absolutely.
So yeah,
The third one is introspection. So introspection doesn't mean judging like how terrible you are, what you should have done or what you didn't do. Or again, it's not about the overthinking. It's just about having moments of introspection of where you are, where you want to be, what you're actually doing in the moment. So it's looking within without judgment. It's always with
it's a
kindness.
type of reflection, but you know, like a
Yeah.
reflection that if we look back at our first video and we spoke about the opportunities to find, so just reflect about what happened and what are you gonna be taking out of it? What's your key learnings and move on.
Yes.
Don't overthink, don't overanalyze
No
it
story.
because it's not gonna lead you nowhere. So something happened, you took a look at it, you understanding, you are reflecting on it, understanding it, and moving on, taking your conclusions and moving on. But try to tell you when you start to overthink about it and overanalyze it. And you know what? I'll give it an example from us females. When you date a guy, you always analyze every single thing you do. If he texted, when he texted, what he texted, if he put which type of an emoji, and you do it. And we overthink and we overanalyze. And guys are not. And guys, please correct me if I'm wrong.
But it's very about that. No, I think there are guys out there, and it'd be great if actually you got some feedback on this. Because I think there's guys out there that actually, they won't admit to it, but they probably do the same thing. Does she like me? Doesn't she? Are you
guys also analyzing as you do?
Yes. I think we're all guilty of it in all areas of our life.
But yeah, I can say that if I look at my place, like I'm really trying to tell myself, don't overthink, just let it be and just, let it go. And that's part of my conversation to myself, how to quiet my mind and say, let it be. And in everything, so relationship, business-wise, all of that. Yeah. Don't overthink about things. No. Just let it be. And tip number 4?
And the fourth one is, what is the worst case scenario? So consider the worst case scenario in something you're to do. And even if you had to break it down, the worst case is never going to be as bad as what you think, And what we spoke about in part 1 was about being in action. So instead of thinking all the time, being in action. Because when you're in action, you don't spend your time overthinking, And if you did spend some time thinking about it and you thought, what is the worst case scenario? Inevitably, it's never going to be as bad as what you think. What you worry about never happens. That's a crazy thing.
So I can say something because I was now in a crossroad in my life on the last few weeks. And one of the things that, I was trying to understand if I'm making the right decisions in my life, and I started to overthink about it. And then it's funny because I've got a younger sister, way younger than me, but she is so mature in the way she thinks. And she told me, Dana, there's like no such thing as a wrong decision.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do that's going to be a wrong decision because either way, no matter what you decided,
it's meant
that's what meant to be. And that's what that's what you need to happen in order to help you grow and take you to where you are. So there's no such thing as a bad decision. Decision that you got, is that what you felt at that moment? That was the right thing for you at that specific moment. And the result of it, just deal with it.
It's a learning opportunity.
And it's a learning. And I learn a lot. Like if I look at some of my decisions, and I'm as a foreigner that came to this country, I also was reflecting, should I stay? Should I go back? What do I do? Then I realized there's no such thing as my sister said, like as a wrong decision. And I just decided, let it be. I'm just going to let it be. And I'm going to trust my intuition and just go with it.
And then
trust yourself. Trust yourself. And I can say that we actually just spoke about it in the car today. Yeah, we did. It's like, the moment I learned to let go and stop the overthinking,
life is in flow.
Life just flowing amazingly. I even got amazing news that I got a citizenship for Portugal. So I let it go. I just let it go. I said, it's gonna happen in a year from now. I let it go, and then it happened a year before time. So just let go of things. Don't overthink. And if we go and repeat all of the tips we have said, the first one was set a time frame. Because a time frame will always make you to stick to something. And you know where you need to go. You know where you want to be. It's going to keep you focused and it's going to last. But on the way to the goal, and you start to overthink, go to tip number 2. Quieten your mind.
Yes, in whatever way you can. I think the reason the meditation is such a good way of doing it is because it's been proven by scientists, by gurus, by people all over the world that it is one of the best ways to quieten the mind. So if you can give it a go, fantastic. Look, it's not for you 100%, but if you can give it a go, it could be worth a try. What's better than peace of mind, really?
I can say that I try, and I'm not saying it's perfect because it's far from perfect.
I know the feeling,
but I'm giving it a try. Not always, but for me, so I'll go and do a head balance. And then I don't need to think about anything. I'm just literally focusing on keeping myself up. That's it.
Yeah, that's hard enough. Exactly.
Yes, and tip number 3
that you said is introspection. To look inwards. Don't keep looking outwards and overthinking and judging everyone else. Look within yourself.
Exactly. And the last one, worst case scenario, what will happen?
Exactly.
There's no such thing as a bad decision. So just go with the flow.
Yep, and just stop overthinking and
you can do that move and go with the flow.
Go with the flow and share with us. If there's challenges you have or there's tips that you can share with other people on what you do, that would be great.
And start building a support system around you. The people around you that you, instead of overthinking, and I can say it as a tip from my side, I know exactly who of my friends I can go to that they will analyze things with me. And I know who's the type of friend that I need to go to that will smack me in my face and say, you're overthinking. Yes. Stop it now.
Yeah.
So those are the people that I actually go to. Even if I don't want to listen, I go to those type of my friends that are going to tell me, stop overthinking. You're overreacting. let it be.
Exactly.
So find that as well as part of your
find your
group.
right tribe for the right situation.
Yes, and we're here to support you. If anything, if you want to share with us, what do you do to manage your overthinking? Like, and how do you deal with it? Like, we would love to learn more new tips. And as I said in the beginning, the first video with the other 4 tips on how to manage overthinking is in the link at a post. And and the next topic will be
facing your fears.
Yes. That's a very tough one.
It is.
Because that's not easy to push yourself. But
no.
I think we spoke a lot about our videos, how to...
good way to start the year.
Yeah, to push yourself all the time to do stuff outside of your comfort zone. So do it. If you want to share with us already now, how do you actually deal with your fears? And how you overcome it, feel free. And that's going to be the next topic. It's going to be next week on Tuesday.
Yes.
So so give us a like, a heart, anything, just any comments. If you learn something new, if not, also good. And just share with us.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.